Alright, what's up YouTube? Prime time back with another YouTube video. Today I want to show you guys my Unchained deck profile that I played this weekend up at Greensboro, North Carolina. I didn't top for anything. I was on the edge of topping, almost did, but like I didn't. I ended up just bubbling out in the end. I don't think I deserved to win because I misplayed with the deck all day and went X2 out of 5 rounds, which isn't bad. But I just want to show you guys the deck I played and just talk about the deck a little bit more than I have before. Because I learned a couple things about the deck and just some of the mistakes I made, I learned from. I just want to kind of share that with you guys as I go through the profile. So I will share my matchups. So round 1 I played Vanadium. I actually beat that matchup. I got Calamity locked game 2. And I almost grinded through it, but like he had too much. Round 2, I think I played. Did I play the mirror match? I didn't play the mirror match. I know I played a cash player at the last round, and I lost to it very bad. And I'll talk about that later in the video because that was a really bad loss. Before that, I played like a level 8 or rank 8 XYZ turbo deck. I was able to 2-0 it, and I 2-0'd Chimera Tri-Brigade, which was kind of a cool deck, but I was able to kind of navigate his plays a little bit and was able to 2-0 that deck. But it was a good day. I just could have played a lot better. And I didn't see my sideboard a lot as much as I wanted to, nor my non-engine in general. One thing I wish I did. But anyways, let's get into the deck profile. I'm talking a little too much about it. 3 Archaea, 3 Sarama. I know, like, I'm going to go through this too. Play the 3 Shavara, the Shiama, the dog, and 2 Abam. So, I even talked to a guy previous to the tournament, and he was playing the same deck as me. A lot of people play, like, 2 Sarama and just play 1 Abam. So this is like a lot of other people's ratios. Is just this. I like playing the 3rd Sarama and the Abam. And I told you guys this before. When I used to play this deck, I really like to keep my engine up because this deck used to have an issue with just opening engine in general sometimes. Even though we play like all of it plus Prosperity and Abomination's Prison, you still have them issues sometimes, and it really sucks when you just open like a bunch of traps and none of the monsters. So I mean, like, even if you open Sarama with a trap, opening the twins in general, any of them, is just better than anything. Crazy enough, I did not brick all day. I just didn't play good enough, and I got locked out a couple of times, which was tough. Yeah, I think it was more of just a skill issue than a deck problem because the deck just like amazed me I have really good hands, playable hands at the very least all day. And then I played a 3 Imperm, the 3 Ash, 3 Tactics, 3 Evenly. I thought these were just really good because of how generic they are. They all worked out very well. I didn't see them as much as I wanted to, especially Evenly. It kind of underperformed. I barely saw it. I don't even think I saw it at all. I did see like 1 of each of these. I think I saw Imperm twice, but it is what it is. I try to believe more in just relying on your engine to be able to play through stuff and not rely so much on hand traps and stuff, but sometimes you just need to open it. I got Gimmick Puppet locked twice against Branded, and I didn't see barely any of my sideboard. I think game 3 I saw an Imperm, but it didn't do anything. But it is what it is. I mean, I wouldn't really change any of this. I might think about swapping Evenlies for Nib, because Nib came up like all tournament long, like all day long at the tournament. Nobody respected Nib, not even me. And that's one thing about this deck is I'm learning 90% of the time when you play this deck, you play as if Nib doesn't exist, because unless you have like every piece of engine in your hand, it's hard for you to find a way to play past Nib. That's what cost me a game against the Castera player in the last round, is I ended on Caesar, with a bomb. So this was my inboard, and I thought I could do more, but my brain worked too much, and I was like, wait a minute, I messed up here. I thought one step ahead, and I thought I found a way to play around nib, but my inboard was this, and I got hit with Book of Eclipse, and it was just over. But unless you have like full hand of just every engine piece possible, 90% of the time you play like nib doesn't exist because it's just really hard to in this deck. But yeah, I wouldn't change this ratio. I think playing 2 a bomb may seem bricky, but seeing it in your hand with combo helps you chain block for Ash. And sometimes the second one comes up in the grind game. Same thing with Sarama. It helps you outgrind your opponent sometimes just having a third on hand. And if you haven't used your normal summon and you get like hand trapped in a certain spot, just normal summoning this to extend is really good. So yeah, I wouldn't really change this. Maybe in the future I might experiment because you can fit more non-engine. Like I can play 14 non-engine instead of 12. But I just enjoy it. I think one thing going forward I'm going to do is cut these 2 going second against my opponent. Especially if I know I'm playing against Branded or Manadium now. Or even start a Synchron because boy behind the camera here likes to calamity block people now. Just to be able to play through that and open some sideboard at the very least. Just cutting at least 2 of these engine pieces that are probably the brickiest ones. Because, I mean, you have to keep Disaster and Shiyama because those actually help you break boards, even though they are the worst bricks. But just cutting these sometimes for more an on engine is good because a lot of people only play 2 in one of this anyways, so it's fine. Extra deck. So I play 3 of the blue dog. I play 2 of the red dog, 2 of the purple dog. I honestly don't want to change this. I mean, a lot of people, I get questioned on why I play 3 blue dog because you only need 2. I just like playing 3 because I did some play testing with a guy before the tournament. He was playing the mirror match play testing, and I think I had one of these available and he didn't, and it just like helps you outgrind in a mirror match if you don't banish one off Prosperity. So yeah, that's why I play it. And this is probably like one of my favorite cards in the extra deck anyways, and it's just really easy to go into. And if you haven't banished it off Prosperity, it's just like really good to make in the grind. I play 2 Yamas. I'm gonna bring this up to 3. This card is like very important for the deck. It's like amazing for the deck. I actually learned today or yesterday that this card adds back from the grave, not just deck, but adds to grave. So in the grind game, if you don't want to empty your deck out, you can just keep adding your stuff back from the graveyard. And there's certain plays where it's just like you want to be able to keep this guy in grave as much as possible. So just like having a third on hand in the grind just to get them in grave in combo is really good because like in combo when you pop something, you can trying to combo off, you can like chain this to banish to summon something back just to be able to make more plays, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely going to play 3 of these, which I actually got this only 2 because I was going to make the changes last night, but I'm going to show you guys this video. So, but yeah, 3 of these is what I would do. Play the Cerberus, the Unicorn. I'm going to cut Cerberus. I actually just don't need it. It's always a Prosperity target. Originally I said these are just ways to out Baguska, and you make this on your opponent's turn, but like the deck already has built-in ways to play around Baguska, so you're fine. So I'm cutting this. Put that to the side. Caesar, I kind of want to play 2 of this in the future. I just don't have a second yet. Darius, Machinex, Zeus. I never made Zeus. I made Machinex once. And I never made Caesar. So honestly, like, I will keep the Zeus because it comes up sometimes. But these 3 are probably going to be the ones I'll cut. And I'm going to exchange these out for a 3rd Yama, Underworld Goddess, because this card's just really good for getting over unaffected towers. And if you bait out a Dragoon or something, you can just, like, get rid of that. And it's good interruption, too. And it's unaffected by stuff that can't target. And a 2nd Unicorn. I thought about McCracker and Dart the Dart Charmer. Dart the Dart Charmer is not a fiend, so if you get fiend locked, you can't make them. McCracker, I just don't want to play McCracker. I don't see much use in playing it. I'm sure it's good for a Monster Reborn, but it's just like, I'd rather do other stuff than make McCracker. I don't feel like buying it either. And I mean, like, if I had the second Caesar on me, I'll probably cut this for the second Caesar. But for right now, we're going to play 2 Unicorn. Because that card's just really good to make. Just shuffling stuff back sometimes instead of popping, it's really good. Like against a branded player, shuffling back their Mirror J so it doesn't trigger is really good. But that's pretty much it. I can show you guys the sideboard too. This won't take us a second. Droll, Dark Ruler, D-Barrier. I think I saw Droll once, but I didn't get to use it. My opponent scooped by the time I had him in hand. Droll for the mirror match. I'm probably going to cut this. It was good in theory, but I think there's other cards I'd rather play. And then this was like for Pearly and Castera. Came up against Castera, but he had more interruptions, so my book didn't matter. And I played really bad, so I'll probably cut these in the future for maybe like a nib and then kaijus, because kaijus are better. One thing about book is if you flip over a big tower, the way Unchained breaks boards is by popping stuff and using your link monsters to suck their monsters up, but their monsters have to be face up. So just playing kaiju instead of this sometimes is just really good, because kaiju is just face up. So that's a couple things I kind of learned in the deck. I misplayed, just like forgetting certain effects, because the deck is a little more big brain than it used to be. And I just like misplayed against that cash player. You know, I thought I could find a way to play under 5 summons and still make my board, but I was wrong. So it is what it is. I definitely learned some stuff today. I'm going to change the deck up a little from what I just told you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys take this knowledge and learn from the mistakes I made. I'm going to give this deck some more time and keep playing it. It's one of my favorite decks ever. I'm going to keep putting some more time and dedication into it. Still going to get you guys that Blackwing deck profile coming in soon too, but I want to try this deck again. But
one thing I'll say is, if you see anything we're doing wrong or see anything that we could try out, feel free to comment. We're here to try to help everybody out, but we're also here to get any help that we can get.
Yep. And as always, shout out to Team or Primetime Performance, best gym in Mount Airy. You know, we really love supporting them. It's a really great gym, great people. And yeah, if you guys really like our content, like the videos, we like to show you guys, help you guys out the best we can. Like and subscribe, and let us know if there's anything else, anything new you want us to do, or anything like that.
All right. Thank you for watching.